National Union of Mineworkers and the Association of Mineworkers and Construction Union, Amcu, have condemned the latest deaths at the Sibanye-Stillwater mine. 4 miners have now been confirmed dead at the Kloof Ikamva shaft south of Johannesburg. The company says 5 workers entered what it calls an abandoned working place with poor ventilation. Live on the scene for us is eNCA's Malungelo Booi. Malu, good afternoon to you. Am I correct in saying then that there is still a search for a 5th mine worker?
That's right, Jeremy. In fact, they're trying to retrieve the body of the 4th miner, which they were able to locate last night, and now they're trying also to find that missing 5th mine worker who's still underground. We were told, Jeremy, that the company had said that it wasn't sure how these workers ended up in that abandoned area. But of course, when we were talking to some mine workers around the area, they disputed that, saying that the mine knows exactly how those workers ended up in that area, and that there were workers who refused, in fact, to go underground, with some of these workers that have now died. Joining me now, really, to explore this, Jeremy, is Peter Bailey, who is the chairperson of Health and Safety at NUM. Peter, thank you so much for your time. First, let's get your reaction as NUM into this latest incident here.
Good day to you and your viewers. I think it would be appropriate to first convey our sincere condolences to the families and those who are uncertain of what is awaiting them. We will leave no stone unturned. To those that have lost, your loss is our loss and your pain is our pain, and we will make sure that the mining house is held accountable. We are angered. We have raised this. There's a press statement that has gone out. We are angered to the extent that we feel that the TMR, if it was within its powers, to shut down all Sibanye's operations with immediate effect. Because...
Is that what you want?
It's not a question of what I want. It's a question of being humane and doing the right thing. Because the reality of the matter is, this is the same mining house that leads in terms of the number of people that have died. From January to date, we have 45 fatalities in the mining industry. 22 is what Sibanye attributes to. It's almost half of that. It leads in terms of the disasters. What we classify as a disaster is where there's one employee, more than one, that dies. They lead in that sphere as well. So whatever it takes to save black human life, so be it.
What are they saying to you? I'm sure there is a conversation between the unions and the company. What are they saying to you? What is the problem?
Well, you're absolutely right. I got a briefing now. I'm from a briefing session where the president and deputy president and the region leadership, together with the branch leadership, was present, and the TMR. And what you've been told, we've been told, they don't know. And the more they speak, the more questions arises. Because if that was an abandoned site, how did they not seal that off in terms of the law? Right, you must seal it off. They did not seal it off. When we prompted the questions further, we asked, okay, so there's no ventilation in that area. No, sir, you're wrong. There is ventilation. It was switched off. Then why is there ventilation? Now, there's a lot of speculation. There's nobody that can enter into a workplace and he cannot be accounted for. That's nonsense. And if a mine overseer wanted to see the shift boss before, then it means that there was a conversation or there was a planning in the boardroom to reopen that area, and the shift boss went to make an assessment to give the mine overseer a feedback in what he has picked up there.
Some of the workers that I've spoken to said to me that they know for a fact that those workers didn't go there on their own will. Is that what you're also hearing?
No, it's not what we're hearing. The one thing that we know of the mining industry, I am a mine worker by profession. No shift boss would lead a team of workers into an area unless there has been a decision to do so.
There is this It has been talked about a lot, especially in this company, that workers must say they can't go underground if the situation is unsafe. And some of the workers that I've spoken to, they're saying that that's actually a farce.
No, it is. Indeed, it is. You see, the Mines Health and Safety Act gives the workers the right. It has 5 basic rights. One of those rights is the right to refuse to do dangerous work. The employers are fully aware of that. And I've heard the DMR when they speak, and the inspectorate, they make a reference to Section 23. Absolutely correct. It does say so. But you see, there's 2 components here, and we are governed by a number of legislations in the workplace. When that worker chooses to apply the law in terms of Section 23, the Labor Relations Act gets thrown in. And then they say you are refusing to obey a legal instruction. That individual will either be suspended or he will be charged and dismissed. Now, it is because the inspectorate and the DMR, who are the enforcers of and the custodians of the Mine Health and Safety Act, do not know of the victimization that takes place. Although Section 23 also says that anybody discriminating against an employee exercising his right in terms of this act makes himself guilty of a criminal act.
A quick one. Can we then say that government is failing the workers in the industry?
No. What we can say is that the new minister, because the previous minister has created an exodus of competent inspectors, this minister has the opportunity to rectify the situation, and he must do that as a matter of urgency.
Peter Bailey, thank you very much. All right, that's Peter Bailey from NEM. Jeremy, it's back to you.